Hi, it's SJ and welcome to another instalment of Channel Mum Meets. Today I'm really looking forward to heading off to a stunning Surrey home of Elle. Elle is a blogger at Feathering the Empty Nest, and she's also just released her brand new, already best-selling book, Ask Me His Name. Her blog and book refer to her gorgeous son Teddy, who sadly died neonatally at just 3 days old. So I'm really excited to meet Elle and chat about how she's found laughter and positivity in life after going through something so tragic, and dedicating everything to her gorgeous Teddy and raising awareness of baby loss. Let's get going. Elle, thanks so much for having me over. It's so nice to meet you finally. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So a little bit about me. My name's Elle. I am 33. I live in Surrey with my husband Nico. We've lived here for 4 years. Before I was a blogger and a writer, I used to work for a big cosmetics company, L'Oreal. And then I had my son Teddy in 2016. And he passed away shortly after he was born.
Your social media is such a positive place. How do you draw that positivity back up during hard times?
To be honest, when I'm having a really rubbish day, I tend to step away from it because I just think nobody needs to see me being a miserable bugger. Particularly when you've lost a child, you don't really know when those bad days are going to come at you. I'm getting better at kind of anticipating, seeing that wave coming towards me. I think it's anybody who lives with, anxiety or kind of mental health things that they struggle with. You get better sometimes, I think, at recognising those days coming towards you. So I tend to just do myself a favour, do everyone else a favour, and just take a step away from it.
So, an absolutely massive congratulations on becoming an author.
Thank you.
The book is out now. It has a beautiful title. Could you tell us the title and what it meant to you?
So the title of the book is Ask Me His Name. It was something that took a really long time to sort of agree on, decide on, come up with. I wanted it to be something that anybody could pick up and read, and it would take them as close as they could to the glass of looking through to what that feels like, to lose a child. And I think I wanted us to be able to equip society a little bit better to deal with those conversations.
So you've said your home really saved you after the loss of Teddy, and how did your home help you?
I think I just used the house and using each room as a project as a way to focus my mind, and also busy my hands, because I should have been there with a newborn baby and I wasn't, and I didn't sort of know what to do with myself.
And how do you incorporate Teddy into your home?
Loads of little things really. So you'll see there's little things with Teddy's name on. It's like that in most of the rooms actually. There's something that's something to do with him.
Is there a right thing or wrong thing to say to somebody who's gone through baby loss?
All I can do is speak from my own personal experience and say, the things that have helped me is that my friends aren't scared to talk about Teddy. And I think in the beginning they were, because obviously it's terrifying, but then they were completely led by my husband and I. And actually now they just say Teddy's name and they don't flinch anymore, and it's perfectly natural and perfectly normal, and it allows me to be able to talk about him, which then in turn it gets easier for everyone.
So one of our channel mums, Jenny, she asked, what could midwives do to better support parents who have lost babies?
That's a really good question. I found a really sort of mixed reaction across the midwives that came to see me after Teddy died. I saw lots of different midwives, because I think that's just the way that it is in the community. You don't always see the same person. I think, and I know this might be an impossibility, but to have that one person who comes to see you for those checkups, particularly for a grieving mother. I mean, in an ideal world we'd have it for every mother after she's given birth and brought her baby home, but I think for a grieving mum, you don't want to have to keep repeating that story to everybody, and I found it really difficult each time a new face came to the door. Maybe they have the ability to do that in some places in the country, but that wasn't the case where we are.
What is kind of your most proud moment of the achievements since you started sharing Teddy's story?
When the book came out and I got an email from my editor saying that it had made it into the Times bestseller list. So to get that and realise that actually it wasn't just grieving parents who wanted to read about the subject, it turned out to be everybody, and that, sorry I'm getting emotional, that was the thing that I wanted to do, is I wanted to use Teddy's story and use what happened to us to talk to everyone and just make them realise that they don't need to be scared of it. It doesn't mean that it's catching. It doesn't mean that, you know, it will happen to them, because they've taken the time to understand a little bit more about what it feels like. So yeah, that moment for me, and just knowing that Teddy's name is like there in print, it goes into the National Library, you know, it's there forever and no one can take that away from me. No. So knowing that the book did so well when it was launched was, yeah, it was incredible.
Aww.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for having us here. You're doing a brilliant job raising awareness. Elle's book, Ask Me His Name, is out now. Make sure to go and give it a read. It's really important. There are 1 in 4 pregnancies that don't go full term, and there are 15 babies who die every single day here in the UK. So this awareness is super duper important. Thank you so much for being on Channel Mum Meets.
Thank you for having me.
Don't forget to go and check out the rest of our series. We will link it below. We've met many other inspiring women and mothers just like Elle, like Louise Pentland from Sprinkle of Glitter, Fern McCann, Deborah James of Bowel Babe, who is one of Elle's big inspirations, and we'd love you to watch them all. Bye guys.